All right, so last thing to do on the lift is going to be to install the channel that I got. It's painted. So what I'm going to use is some tap cons just to hold it down securely so it doesn't rattle when you walk across it. I was going to use some quarters, but I prefer to use 3/16, so there's plenty of clearance between the two hoses because this will fit right in between without really interfering. So what I'm going to do is drill 4 holes, countersink them with the countersink bit. These are flat-headed tap cons, so they'll fit nice and flush. And then we'll just do a little touch up on top with some black spray paint, and it should blend right in. So that's what I'm going to do now.
Work on the toilet.
Oh yeah, we have fixed the. I'm going to have to get I should have bought a snake. I believe they have a mat level turd buster snake that we can use. Yeah, it doesn't say it's for meat and cheeses, but I think it'll probably work. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get the really sharp auger, really grab hold and pull it loose, Mike.
Yeah, shake it down.
Yeah. Someone was saying that we should get the Milwaukee pneumatic turd buster.
Yeah.
But I'm not so sure that's going to really work because plunging didn't work. It's just going to, it's going to take the path least resistance. As we're plunging, if I use pneumatic, it's going to just force it through the drain in the sink again. I think we need to physically go down with an auger and drill through the meats and cheeses.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's aged, so.
Well, it has, and it's really stubborn, because there's probably 2 or 3 of them backed up in there and need to get back home or wherever they're going, This one first. Test out the countersink on this one. It's not my favorite brand, but it's what Ace had. So 82 degree. So we'll just, I don't want to spin this real fast. So I don't really care for this brand. They're not so great. I'm going to spin it faster than that. There we go. That's good.
That's nice, Mike.
So do that 2 more times. Like that. Okay. So I'll make a little mark. I'll take this back out. The hoses to the side, and I can drill in for the anchors. So right there. Okay. The vacuum. So what I'll do is I'll have to move the cables so they're on either side of the hole, and then I can run the tap cons in. There. I may do this by hand. I hate tap cons. Sometimes they break off, and I don't want to break these. Tap cons are great, but I've experienced them breaking off using an impact driver. Right at the shank meets the head of the screw. So doing it by hand, at least I feel like I can control the amount of torque and be smoother like that. I don't want to risk breaking them off because there we go, nice and smooth. I'm gonna do a little touch-up paint on those blue screws, some black spray paint. Get this, I've got a couple fittings I have to install on that. Plug it in, tuck it up, and it'll be good to go. Then we'll have to dedicate some time for the unclogging of the, yeah. And that toilet was working at one point because I drank a lot of tea and I was down there one time and I had to use it, so I know it flushed. So there's definitely a recent obstruction. I hate to throw Maddie under the bus, but he was working down there quite a bit. Tommy may have contributed. I don't know. Tommy was down there, but yeah. Anyway. We'll take care of it. If not, we're going to have to call the professionals at Roto-Rooter or somebody like that with the industrial stringed auger. Yeah, be good for the people to watch us clear a drain. Yeah, I just don't know if it's 10 feet down the pipe, 20, 30, 40. I mean, you get beyond 20 feet, it's hard to get a snake down that far without having a power auger. Let's see. All right, so next thing is the fittings. Tighten these up. Get them plugged in, they plug in like that. And we'll have to do a little monkeying around to get all that tidied up. People are under the impression, I don't know, I think people that don't get it think, what would you do with all this? Just come out here and relax and look at things and, you know, bring your car and put it on the lift and take the wheels off and clean the wheel wells and experience whatever you need. Play music, have your TV on, have it be air conditioned. Your kids and your wife can be out hiking or fishing and you can just be out here in like garage heaven.
Yeah.
Why would you not want? I mean, if it doesn't sound good to you, then this isn't the place for you. Unless you just want to come up here and park your car and go drive, then great. But
Exactly.
I think people that get it are gonna love it. But I think people that even get it without being here are like, they aspire to have this and would love to come see what, you know, you could have, you know. And it doesn't. The thing with doing something like this is it doesn't have to happen overnight. You do the infrastructure first. You get your lighting in first, you know, for instance. Get drywall patch, get it painted. Then, you know, save up some more money, do the flooring. Then wait a little while longer, do the cabinets, you know. You can pre-run, if you're gonna do a lift, you can get the electrical run when you do all the drywall work. It doesn't have to happen overnight, you know, and that's what I think people get intimidated because it's so much. And it is a lot of money to do everything all in one shot, but you could pace yourself. And if you can, you know, most people can at least paint. You could do the painting yourself, and
Just the lighting and paint alone makes a huge difference.
Huge difference. And that's the biggest amount of work, is all the lighting, especially in an application like this. If you have an open attic, this is it's much simpler. And if you don't know how to do electrical, if you had an open attic, an electrician could do it for you, and it wouldn't be that crazy money. Yeah. The lighting would cost probably more than the labor itself.
Yeah, even adding the cans isn't bad.
It's huge. Yeah, it's huge. It all looks nice, and it's one of those things. And garage design, for at least for right now, is free with us. Yeah. And Sean does an amazing job. I mean, he did most all this, as far as I know, and he's really good at it. And we have programs in place for lighting, for figuring out, you know, the lumen output in your garage and get you the proper amount of lighting, and And we sell all that, and I think if you buy from us, we design it for you, and then you can just take it easy.
It's actually pretty cool because we did some 3D like.
Yeah, and you can get a real idea of what it's going to look like. Your garage.
Now that we're here, it's identical.
Yeah, right. I know, it's amazing. Yeah, so talk to those guys, and like you said, you can have a plan in place. You can start wherever you need to start. I mean, obviously, I would go with lighting and paint first. And get all the electrical done, all the what I'd call infrastructure, the stuff you don't see that's behind the drywall. Exactly. Get all that done, your plumbing done, all that, and then have everything pre-set up so that you can build off of that. That's what I'm gonna do with my garage. I don't even have the time because I'm so busy doing everyone else's stuff but when I do my garage, I'm gonna, because of time, I'm gonna do it in stages, just so I'm not, I don't have the time to allocate like this, 4 weeks straight of just on my own garage every day. I would have to take a month off. And if it takes you 2 years or 3 years, whatever, at least you have a plan. But like the garage door openers, when you do your lighting, that's the time to run the electrical for your garage door. No one says you have to put the jack shaft opener in yet, but when you do the lighting, you run the electrical for that, and then you add that. That's $700-800, and that I think the garage door openers are extremely easy to install, so anybody could do those. And you can do those, when it's in the budget. You don't have to do them first. But anyway, yeah, I'm on your way. We both are. You're in our way. We're filming.
All yours.
Okay. Thanks. On his way to go clog another toilet.
Yeah, and watch Heartland.
Heartland's an important part of that. I don't think he watches Heartland when he's on the toilet though. That'd be kind of weird. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get back to this, get this done, and you have plenty of stuff to do, Mike.
Okay, Mike.
Hey, Mike, are we gonna go get cinnamon rolls tomorrow?
We are doing cinnamon.
You promise? We're gonna, and to clear everything up, I say Mike because your name's Mike.
Yeah.
A few people were like, who is he talking to himself? I'm talking to you. That's your name. And I do probably say it a lot, but
yeah, that's all right.
It's a good name.
Yeah, Mike, you got your mic on?
I do have my mic on, my MIC. M-I-K-E.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. All right, so next thing is install these on here. Okay, there's that one. All right. So, I really wish they were straight fittings. Imagine they had their reasoning, but I'm not sure what that was. And this one's stucco. Struggle's real, Mike. Okay. Must have been a little burr on there or something. Okie doke. So now these can swing that way. The slack can go under it. All right, so I feel like we just had a little Maddie moment with some Maddie struggles. So I got everything installed, turned it on, and we have a quick disconnect that is leaking like a sieve. So, small problem. I mean, it's probably just a bad O-ring or a nick in the quick disconnect, but what I've decided to do is I'm pulling it apart, and I'm hoping that this fitting will fit on this 90, and we'll just eliminate the quick disconnect fitting altogether because we really don't need it. So I'm just decided to eliminate the leak entirely, as long as these will fit on here, which I'm not 100% sure they will yet. Anyway, so we got hydraulic fluid all over the ground, which I had to just pull the Swiss tracks up and clean that. And oil over my hands.
Matt came in feeling real good about your struggle.
Yeah, he likes it when there's a little bit of struggle there. So feel his pain. And what's going to be here?
Ramps.
Oh, good. Good.
So we can put the M2 over here.
Yep.
Set you up. Let's get Mike real cranky today to get him to do this and talk. That's gonna
I don't get cranky.
That's going to be real good.
No crankiness, man. I go with the flow, buddy.
Hydraulic fluid.
Flow of hydraulic fluid onto the floor and onto the Swiss tracks.
32 weight.
Yep, good old 32 weight on the hands for moisturization. Yep.
And the smell too.
Oh, it's neat. Yeah, I love the smell. All right, so now that's done. Can come up. So now we get them down. Now we are tight. There's a bunch of water in here because I cleaned everything up with Co-Chemi FU. So we got water, but that stuff works good. It cut the oil like really well.
Yeah, it's nice. No more leaks, Mike.
No more leaks, Mike.
Just
Got rid of the unnecessary quick disconnects. Let's come up, bottom it out, put some pressure on it. Yep. There we go. Nice and dry. That's what we like. No more oil running all over the place. That's not a good sight. When you're finishing everything up, you're just about done with the whole project, and then you see an O-ring and the quick couplers leaking, like just flooding out of there.
yeah,
That was not fun, Mike.
it was just, you know, you needed something, Mike. To
I guess that's really the only issue I've had since the whole project. So,
easy for you. So you
oh, that's what it is, Mike. Yes. Give me some trials and tribulations, you know. All right. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it actually worked out better because I routed the hoses again into the unit, got rid of some more slack, which I'm gonna fine tune a little bit more here. All right. I feel like it needs to be detailed now. There's oil on my hands and yeah. All right. So last thing to do is I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this up. I'm gonna do some touch-up paint on these, and I'm gonna use that. I don't know why I was saying FU. FU's the interior, like, smell good stuff. This is Green Star, so it's the GS. So anyway, this stuff is working really good to cut this hydrocoil. I feel like everything's slippery from it, but this stuff is really working well. Yeah, I like this stuff a lot. Do one quick squirt with the hose after and flush everything out, and we'll be good.
You just had to have a little magnum.
I did, but we got it corrected. I didn't have to throw anything. I didn't have to say frickety frick or any of that stuff, you know, or dang it. That's the one. Dang it. Yeah, I didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Matt was hoping I would lose it.
Yeah, he wants you to be angry.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think he wants a rant. Well, I'll put this back where it goes here. See, I know. I'll put it. Look, some of it's been used though. We're gonna have to fill that up to the same levels, you know. Yeah, but that looks good, doesn't it? All right, so the lift is officially done. Check it off the list. Last little thing was to tie these lines up back here with some black zip ties, and I touched up where the tap cons go through the channel. So now they're painted to match. Still got to dry, it's pretty fresh. But anyway, yeah, it's done. It's pretty clean. Next thing I do is touch up all the walls, so that included. So I think that might be the last thing to do inside the garage except wash my car. So if you're not a member of Inside the Hex, you should go join it, because that's where the video will be. Not that I'm all that, but if you wanted to see it, that's where it'll be. Yeah, we'll do that later. Maybe today, later in the afternoon, or tomorrow morning or something.
Evening or something.
Yeah, whatever. We'll do it. Our couch is being delivered, Mike.
Oh, Mike.
We need a couch.
Should we go out there? Check it out.
Jeff's handling it.
Oh, perfect.
He took a break from surfing the internet to take care of this.
Yeah, I think he's got it.
Yeah. We need to clean the windows in the garage. That's another project to do.
For sure.
I bet you I could get Jeff to do that.
Definitely.
He likes details. He's pretty good at that. They're pretty bad.
That does look good, though.
Doesn't it? It looks really good. I can't wait to get the ramps, so then we can bring the M2 in here and get it out of the way. Those ramps are supposed to be here shortly. So these can go down. Yeah, nice, right? I love the channel hides the lines nicely. So it wasn't the couch after, it was the ramps.
No, they'll be here in like an hour.
Okay. Mic's on, Mike. I have a mic. Yeah, I wear it all the time, Mike. I wear it to bed.
You show up to set prepared.
I really do. I wear it to bed, Mike, in case you need me in the middle of the night. Hey, Mike, we gotta film some, there's some wind outside. Let's go film it.
If only we had the bear.
Oh man, I wished we had the bear scene on camera.
That might have gotten us 1 million views.
Jeez, no kidding, Mike.
Probably our
That was epic. And then, and all I had to throw out was just some stupid furniture dollies. Kind of a dumb thing to throw at a bear, but.
Mike, next time there's a bear, you gotta make sure you call me. Let me get up.
You weren't here, Mike.
Yeah, I gotta take a flight.
Yeah. Say, hold on, brown bear or black bear. I mean, yeah. Just pause. I'll just keep feeding you little nuggets until you get here. Yeah. Good idea. This is cloudy. This should be on right now, actually.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That's odd. Let's see. This battery's dead too. Jeez, needs to be charged or replaced. Actually, it's a 9-volt in the Aqua Palm. So let's go down to the equipment room and turn it on. That's why there's bugs floating, because, oh, look at that sucker.
This camera's not running.
Is that a friggin' dung beetle? What is that thing?
Locust.
What is it?
I think it's a locust.
No, locust fly, Mike. That's a beetle. Look at the choppers on that dude, man. Look at that thing. That is crazy.
Wow.
Oh, it's alive. I freaked you out. I love that. That's good stuff. Look at all the dead bees down here too. Mike, look at that sucker. Look at the clampers on that thing, man.
He's gnarly.
God, they're, what the heck? God, I can't even open them. Oh, there we go. Dude, that's insane. Like,
Imagine.
I'm really having a push. And they're gonna snap.
Yeah. Mike, that might be toxic.
Oh. Look at all that muscle.
That's some meat.
All right, Mike. Oh, it's
Mike.
it's a little, it got into me there, Mike. It's kind of big. All right. So normally the skimmer would suck all the bugs off. Here's our Aqualink 2 control. So it's on. So what we want to do, filter pump seems to be on right now. It should be on. It thinks it's on. There we go.
There's this breaker.
Had tripped a breaker. All right. Mike, look at all these dang bees. This yellow jacket's trying to get him some bees. So now we should have some flow, should come over the spillway.
So I was struggling with this room, and Laurel's so good, man. It's just all came together. So we brought these lamps, these like antique lamps from our house. We didn't really have anywhere to put them in the Darlington house in Lady Lake. And then, my plan for this room, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with AV. So these speakers that are in this room are junk. They're TDG, they're terrible. They're terrible to me, terrible in comparison to what I normally do. But I'd like to swap these for Dyne Audios. But again, how often are people really going to be listening to music in here? Probably very rarely, especially until I get the iPads and stuff set up in here where people can figure out how to use it. But this is a table. So Ansley, Laurel's daughter, went to Scott's, and this weekend I just picked out the last batch of things. So we got this rug. This was that French piece of furniture that they delivered that really doesn't fit in the dining room, that looked really stupid here. So this room looked really weird because I painted the walls white dove, a Benjamin Moore, what is it, HC, I forget what the color code is, but it's Benjamin Moore white dove, which has it's like a creamy colored white, which works with the brown floors and the yellow wood. And so what I think I'll probably do is I'll probably paint this window trim, and then we're going to leave the rest of the room alone with the exception of I'll have some painters come and paint the ceiling and paint the rest of the walls, and we'll probably do a new backsplash in here in a different phase. But this room feels really good. The only thing I need to do is I'm going to do a 77-inch A1 OLED from LG with the Sennheiser Ambio soundbar, which will make this room sound great. So rather than trying to do video distribution and have multiple TVs and trying to get it to play through the crappy speakers in the ceiling, I think it's better to just do an Ambio soundbar. So we'll have TV, and then you could have music separately in this area. And so I think long term, I think what I'll probably do is, I think we're gonna stay ping pong rather than pool, but who knows, maybe we'll do pool someday. And then I'll get rid of these in the future. People would come here and have a lot of fun playing, especially NBA Jam. But I want to put one of those little basketball shooting games here is what I'd like to do. But this looks good. It looked terrible before, but like this thing didn't really fit. But now once the table's here, we're gonna get a bunch of games, fill it up with Monopoly and Yahtzee and all that kind of stuff. What's that game with the thing you pop the dice? Trouble. You get Trouble, Shoots and Ladders and all that stuff, and we'll make this a fun spot. So let's run over to the home theater and show you that couch. It's amazing. Did you see these lights? How much that changed? So these are Cree GU10. So they're MR16 with a GU10 base. It's the little bi-pin. And these are 3K bulbs. And it's totally transformed from the halogens that were there before. I've been running them a little dim here, and then I can come out and cook in the Evo. But it's very clear to me after spending, the last month here, we need an outdoor kitchen upstairs. Now, I did buy furniture for out here. It'll be coming in early August, so maybe it'll change. Maybe it'll be nice to have the Evo here when we have outdoor furniture and things laying out, and where you could hang out by the pool. This TV doesn't work for now, but this will probably be another spot I'll do a TV. So, this couch. Oh man, is it good. Laurel killed it. So this couch was $8,500, custom made, perfect. But here's the cool part. I'm 6'2", and you could I could lay straight out on this thing. So it's 9 feet, and I think it's like 17 feet. That doesn't seem right. Something like that. Maybe it's 13 feet. And so the plan here for this room, wow, just think of how much the echo went away from here. So once I do acoustic treatments, this is gonna rock. So 83-inch. I do not like projectors. I'm not doing a projector. I got suckered into doing it one time. I'll never do it again. So 83-inch OLED, and then as they come out with bigger OLEDs, we'll do those. You don't want to do LCD in a room like this. Evoke 50s, the Evoke 25C center, dual Dynaudio sub 6s, each have dual 9-inch woofers, so we'll have 36 inches of bass moving in here. And then overhead, we're going to do Dynaudio Evoke bookshelves, which are going to be amazing. So I'll do a pair of Atmos and Atmos, so 2 pairs of Atmos overhead. The center duct kind of messes it up a little bit, but we'll do all tuning through Dirac. And then on the back wall here, we'll do Evoke 20s, and the side walls Evoke 20s. So this room is going to absolutely destroy. And so this is my spot right here. So if you win a week and you come here with me, I'm sorry, but I'm sitting here. I don't know when I'm gonna get this done. Probably be my next trip up, but I'm excited. You can hear the Jeff upstairs jamming on the Core 59s. This place is like a darn big giant tunnel of awesome. I just can't believe how different this room feels. I do have to center the couch. I'm gonna move the couch back a little bit, probably another 2 feet, and then I've gotta move it, shift it over, and get sort of I think when you do the couch, you always have you shouldn't have it all totally on the rug. You should have the back legs off, so I'll probably do that, but this is incredible. Just imagine you get 4 or 5 of your buddies come here, hang out, watch a movie. It's gonna be incredible. And it's gonna be super simple too. We'll do Apple TV 4K CEC control and just do everything streaming. It'll work great. It'll totally destroy. It's gonna be awesome. Dolby Atmos 7.4.2. 7-channel surround, 4 Atmos height channels, and 2 subwoofers. I'm gonna have it all Dirac calibrated and set up with the Dynaudio Evoke stuff. It's gonna be absolutely incredible, just amazing. The only thing that kind of stinks is you do hear because there's a return right there, so you do hear the air handler going, which outside of the summer months, that when that thing doesn't run all as much as it does, it won't be a big deal. But I love this. So this is White Dove on the trim, but in eggshell. Doesn't that trim look so much better? With that black door hardware, it looks awesome. People say I don't know how to paint. That's the dumbest comment I've ever heard in my life. If there's one thing I know how to do, it's frickin' paint. So, and then look at the safety badge. So the snack vault will evolve in the future. We're still got to work out the toilet issues. This is amazing. I love this house so much. We got to figure out how to move here. Oh, this place is amazing. I've left here like 4 times in a month, and I've just enjoyed every second of it, even though I'm exhausted. We can come have our fireside chats down here. So we'll do. I'm gonna order. I think probably 12 different. I'll do 12 cloud, 24 by 48 inch overhead acoustic treatments. I'll do more if I have to, but I figured 12 will probably be sufficient. This whole front wall will be acoustic treatments. Side walls as well. First, second reflection points will all have acoustic treatments, and then it already sounds. The echo's already gone from here, so putting those acoustic treatments will make this room sound great. Got a bathroom there. If we have some snacks, this is great.
So what I did was I got a couple started while you were off filming and doing some other things. So these are in here. I'm gonna buzz these tight. Now that's probably not going anywhere, so I can drill these. You think this bit's long enough? Drill all the way to the pool water. Yeah, so it's 3/8 bit, 3/8 wedge anchors. I'm using the same style anchors I did to bolt down the lift. So anyway, so let's get these in. Now, if anybody wants to know why am I using this and not the SDS, we did not have a 3/8 SDS bit. Somehow it didn't make the trip to Georgia. So I'm impatient. I don't want to go buy one. I'm just going to do this. This is what I'm using. 3/8 by 3 inch wedge anchor. The reason they call it a wedge anchor is because the bottom is shaped like a wedge. So when you drive in and you start tightening the threads, it draws the bolt up, but this sleeve stays. It's got tiny little barbs on it that catch the concrete. And as this comes up, it swedges this out and it grabs the concrete. So just a little bit of information. What I'm doing is I'm just eyeballing. There's a radius on the end of this, and I'm just cantilevering this over so there's just a little bit of the radius on the end of this ramp, because these come up, they hinge, and when they come down, they kind of tuck under. But this is a nice transition right there. So when I drill these, I got to stand on it so it doesn't move around. Get a couple holes drilled and then bolt it down and then do the other 2. So similar technique. Get this started and use this. That's in. This one. That one's in. Tighten these up. That should be good. It's pretty solid. Easily all the way. That's it. Dude, you could do a ton to this car this height.
Are you gonna fall? I was gonna fall down the pole.
No, definitely not gonna do that. There's steel I-beams under this.
Wow, that is perfection.
Right?
Absolute perfection.
Yep.
The perfect height for Paul.
Yeah, for anything. I mean, you'd be a little uncomfortable changing exhaust, but if you wanted to do it.
Oh, you just get on a short.
Take those control arms off of those, thrust arms.
You just get on a short stool
Yeah.
and sit and do whatever.
I think what we should do, I think we should just put a Viper fan up in the corner here, Mike.
Plug it into that same outlet.
Put it up in the corner and just let it shoot out.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll put another one over here.
Yeah. Get everything kind of doing this.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Mm-hmm. Or we could actually probably tuck it in this corner. That outlet's.
Yeah, I would just put it over there.
Yeah.
Or you could put it over on that side, but it's 9 foot 4. And then to there it's not. To there it's less, but this is 9 foot 4.
Yeah, 8'6" I think.
Yeah.
Feet. Mm-hmm. That is awesome. We got to move the couch in the home theater has to come back and over, and then it's
Okay, we can do that.
for our pre-nap. We'll do a quick little couch move.
Pre-nap. I like that talk.
I mean, that's a 3-person full lay couch.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. We'll be on opposite sides of you, and someone gonna have the middle.
That's like a 5-person like crouch lay couch.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted. It's perfect. I'm gonna put the rug upstairs.
That's a lot to linear feet, that couch.
It's 9 feet, 9 feet, and 17 feet or something like that. It's about 30 on the inside.
I told you, that's what I said. I asked Jeff, I said, hey man, I hear you're a detailer. Can you do some glass work? That's what happens. Oh, you're Jeff. Are you still Jeff the detailer on Instagram or Jeff the emailer? Jeff the emailer?
No, I'm not that either.
What are you? Just Jeff Demonizes?
No, obsessed.
It's Jeff,
Jeff.
the real estate mogul. And for Jeff, the property manager. Only manages multi-million-dollar properties. Basically his.
So did my first line on a date. It's like, yeah, I manage multi-million-dollar properties.
Yeah. It's basically mine.
Yeah, basically mine. I have a GT. I basically have a GT3 RS at my disposal too. You know, basically, anytime I want to use it.
Are you only doing every other window? Is that the plan here?
Did I not do the entire thing?
You did the right window, but not the left.
Oh. I need to change the scenery.
You want contrast. It's a 50-50 shot there.
Wait till we do, when I do all the acoustic treatments in the home theater and do all the cloud things like we did at my house.
Uh-huh.
Man, it's gonna be amazing.
You're gonna do all that?
Yeah, I really only need like, yeah, I can do
You
it.
mean we?
Yeah, well, I already did. I did.
I know you're capable. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to.
Sometimes you say when it means it usually includes me.
Yeah.
I just don't know it yet.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Hey, Mike, are we gonna get cinnamon rolls tomorrow?
Yeah, that's the first thing.
Let's get your car.
Okay. All right. That's a little crooked, Mike. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Just taking over on its own.
Matt Mormon, The spring needs to be adjusted. I'm gonna say that's good. Still doing that. So door works fine now. What we ended up finding was I was trying to reprogram it, and after I'd get done, the door would come down, hit, and reverse automatically. And the button over there was saying obstruction. I thought maybe Mike was standing inside the beam, but he wasn't. But what he noticed was that this is Mike Waba, cinematographer / door troubleshooter. He noticed the light was flickering. So this hurricane brace was just in its view, and it wasn't doing it initially, but for some reason it must just catch it anyway, so it thought something was blocking. So we moved these. They're actually supposed to be on this side, but we moved them on the other side here. They normally sit in here and look through this little window that's cut in this bracket, but we moved them outside so that way the brace doesn't interfere anymore. So problem solved. Good job, Mike.
So that's a wrap for day, what day are we on? I don't even know. It's probably day 27 or 8 or something like that. This is episode 23, and we missed maybe 2 days. It's probably day 25, 25 or 26, something like that. We got a fully functioning garage, as you saw, fully functioning lift. All we have to do is touch up the paint, do a couple little tweaks to the garage door. Mike's gonna do a wash and talk on Inside the Hex. So if you're not a member, you might want to go sign up. I just did a video of all of the costs of this place and where I'm at. I met with a great landscaper. He said it'd be $2,400 to totally, get the place up to standard, and then like 200 or so a month something like that. So I'm about, I've reached my limit on how much money I'm going to spend on phase 1 for sure. But the next few days, Mike Waba and I are going to go and shoot like how-to videos on everything. How do you operate the air conditioner? How do you check into the community? How do you get into the house? How do you use the speakers in the garage? How do you wash a car? All that kind of stuff. That most of you will be fine, but I just think it'd be really cool videos on the Destination OG site. I think we've sold 21 weeks, something like that. So it'd be really helpful if you went and booked. I can't wait to share this with people. It's incredible. So I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Doing some more wrap up. I'm going to hopefully get the rest of the equipment I need to put the desk together. So I'll be doing a desk video, desk tour, and Mike will be wrapping up the garage. And I'm excited. You can't tell, I'm really excited about this place. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.